Welcome to my universe. That was an original improvisational beatboxing loop station composition by yours truly, marking the end of Songwriters Week here on DBU. You guys are good musicians, did you know that? Yes, you did, because you are you. I got over 400 responses to Songwriters Week, and I'd say like 70% of them kicked a donkey butt. Selected big 3 songwriters I have this week for, but before must we Octopus Raygun Dan Brown commentary now. Badass! Bo BRB45, I'm looking at your octopus and a ray gun picture right now, and I've got a few problems with it. Now, first of all, let me give you credit where credit is due. I appreciate the fact that you recognize how super duper strong my right arm is, the fact that I can support a ray gun that's like bigger than I am. I can do that. I'm really buff. But other than that, I mean, you call us the Pogo Bat Tribe. We're the Pogo Tribe, not the Pogo Bat Tribe. And why the last thing I want to be associated with is oil companies right now. I mean, I appreciate the fact that you tried, so I'm gonna give you 1 point. I don't know what points are good for, but you have one now. Next we have a drawing from PPP Fan 103, and I just have one word to say to you: perfection. You get 7,000 points. Thank you so much for entering. And finally, we have this submission from Rabba the Eunice, and all I can say is wow. Wow. That's good. You managed to include all sorts of awesome things like Rubik's Cubes and spaceships and the Earth, and I mean, your octopus is just freaking scary, man. And yet when you look at the whole thing, it doesn't even feel like you're overdoing it at all. I give you 6 points. Well done. If you would like to enter the Dan on an Octopus with a Badass Ray Gun Photoshop/drawing competition, you've got 1 more week to do it. Post your submission as a video response to my Dan on an Octopus with a Badass Ray Gun video, and be sure to include a download link in the doobly-doo. This week's big 3 are In the Key of Will, JB Dazin, and Hope on a 10-speed. In the Key of Will's song Sculpt puts the koos in acoustic, and by koos, I mean awesome. Boom, 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 boom. That's my impression of it. It's a really bad impression. You should just watch it, because it's good. A slightly more mellow, yet equally awesome song comes from username JB Dazin. You know how I started this video with this microphone and I was using this loop pedal, although I guess he didn't see the loop pedal because it was on the ground. But anyway, he does the same thing, except a lot better. Boom. Couldn't we discuss this over tea? The final of this week's big 3 comes from YouTube username Hope on a 10-speed. Her song is called YouTube Boys Get Me Hot, and I'm too embarrassed to talk about it further. But it's quite good, trust me. In fact, 70% of the responses to Songwriters Week are good. So if you've got some free time, you're just sitting around in the summer, you're bored, you might want to browse them a little bit, get to know some people, post a comment, they'll really appreciate it. And we're done with this video. If you like what you just saw, if Dan put you in a state of awe, subscribe to him and click the orange button. It really means something. If you do that, that'd be really cool.